Hi, good people. Hope you are well. So today we'll be trying check at what are the key requirements for one to pursue a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, commonly known as a degree in nursing. So we'll do a reference. We'll be focusing on key things where we'll be checking at the Nursing Council of Kenya and also the KUCCPS, the one that is responsible for placing you in a certain institution for you to do a certain course. So apparently I'll try project my screen. So we'll just start with what is the scope of practice for you in case you've done this Bachelor's of Science. So according to NCK, if you try check their documents, the one for scope of practice, it broadly talks about this degree course as it's a training that is undertaken by an individual at a degree level in a recognized institution. So he or she is certified and licensed by the Nursing Council of Kenya to operate in nursing, midwifery, and community health setups. So those are the three key areas that you'll be operating in: nursing, midwifery, and community health setups as a clinical practitioner, nurse educator, manager, counselor, and a researcher. So that's all about how the scope of practice is defined according to the Nursing Council of Kenya, body that regulates nursing in Kenya. So you ought to know that we have two things with the KUCCPS, the one that places you. You make an application that it places you. Then apart from that, we also have Nursing Council of Kenya. So you as a student, you're supposed to be indexed. So you're always given an index number, and this will help you while you're doing your practicals. So you'll be studying while going back to your school. So this is mainly something that is also key, because you cannot start doing your practicals minus being indexed. Then apart from that, also this Nursing Council of Kenya will also provide you with other lecture books, like the materials, like the muscles, like the manual that is mainly related to your practice, the things that you'll be doing for the ground in the ground, or in the wards, or in the hospital, wherever you will be. So you need to know also the course itself is that competitive, because if you also try check for the cluster points, they are closer to doing a Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. So we'll try to check, but just for starters, let's try with the indexing. For you to be indexed, what are the requirements? So according to NCK, it reads about the minimum criteria for a degree. So at this point, we are talking for the pre-service. We talked of, you've just finished your secondary, so you are going to start your tertiary. That is now for minimum entry criteria degree. Now it falls under the pre-service. Unlike those in service, they are the ones that are upgrading. Probably you'll find a nurse, he or she opted to start with the diploma, then he or she also wants to upgrade to a degree level. So that becomes for in service, and that's all about the requirements. KCSE of C plane, you need to have done a diploma in nursing at first, then you need 2 years working experience. That's about for the in service, but for today we are just focusing for the pre-service. So it talks of KCSE aggregate grade of C+ with, so with the clusters, like for cluster A, we are checking for English / Kiswahili, at least a C+, mathematics or physics, at least a C+, chemistry, a C+, biology, a C+. Then for cluster B, they have struck English / Kiswahili, then mathematics C+, physical sciences C+, biology C+. Ideally, it's almost everything has to be a C+, and also a KCSE aggregate grade of a C+. But I want you to know that getting a C+ is not that you'll be sure that you're going to get this course, because apart from that, you also have cluster points. It's the next thing that you're going to look at. So this is just minimum entry criteria for you to be indexed. You need to have gotten all this. So you'll find at times you may have qualified, you've started work, you've started going to classes. So when it comes to indexing, then they come check your things, then they see you've not met one of their minimum entry criteria. At this point, you'll not be indexed. So if you're not indexed, that means you're not even a student nurse. So it means you have to change your course, or you have to go to a lower level, then you'll upgrade later, which is something that is also acceptable. So that's all about the minimum entry criteria. So if we try check for now, what are the cluster points? So we talked of the NCK and the KUCCPS. So if we try check, this is a document from KUCCPS. So it's row 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm referencing around this point where now we are checking for the cluster points. So if you try check, it also depends with the campus. So you'll find there are campuses that have a higher cluster points, unlike the other ones that are slow. If you try check with like a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from University of Nairobi, that is number 11, they talk of a cluster point of 43.676. So it means if you've not met this, less than this, you don't qualify to do a Bachelor of Science in that university. So that's why I was telling you, is also quite competitive. So you might find you've gotten your C+, like the minimum entry criteria, but when you try calculate your cluster points, they do not tally. So it means you'll not get an opportunity in that institution. Another thing I was telling you, it's also that quite competitive, in as much that you'll find there are the top performers. They click really high grades, then they try to do the Bachelor of Science in Medicine, and probably they do not get that, so they also opt for doing this Bachelor of Science in Nursing with IT. So you'll find this person has something like 43.5, then you with your C+ probably you're having 39 point something. So it means you'll not get that opportunity. So the key message that I'm trying to bring it out, it means that in as much the minimum criteria is a C+, always aim higher for you to get an opportunity in this. So even if you don't get the 43 point something, don't give up. We've also other institutions, like if you try check, like for Embu, University of Embu, they were taking 39, but you see the previous year they took 40.621. So it means if you've not met that, you don't qualify for you to be admitted in that school to purchase this Bachelor of Science. So if you try check, this document is found in the KUCCPS. So if you try log in the KUCCPS, then you go under the degree courses, that's where you'll get it. So it mainly focuses on the cluster points and what are the requirements. So if you also try check, the requirements are just like for the minimum entry criteria. They mainly check for biology, chemistry, then for mathematics they stroke it with physics. So if you didn't get a C+ in mathematics and you got a C+ in chemistry, then that means you qualify for it. Then other courses they are also check English stroke Kiswahili. So at this point, just the way we've said before, don't aim for the C+, aim for something higher for you to meet the cluster points. If you try check, it's also that competitive. You see like Maseno, they are talking of 42.357. If you try check Masinde Muliro, 41. If you try check Kenyatta University, the Mama Ngina University College, 42. So cluster points are always higher. So it's also a quite competitive course that you ought to have scored higher for you to get it. So even if you try check in these other places, you'll find 42, 40, 41. Mount Kenya, it's slightly lower, that is 39. Catholic University of Eastern Africa, they are talking of 37. But they might talk of 37, then you find people who have applied, they have over 40, and probably they only need 200 or 100 or 50. So it means you with a 39 you'll not get it. So it's also that much competitive. So if you aim for higher grades, then you'll be at a better place. Let's say now you have 40. You're at a better place. Even if you apply this for 39, you have some probability of securing a post in that place. So just for subjects that they check, we've talked of subject 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, it's biology, a must. 2, chemistry, a must. 3, physics stroke math. Then 4 is also English and Kiswahili. Those are the key subjects they check, and also the requirements are also there. So you can try aim higher. Then if your cluster points tally to the cutoff points, then you are better. So like the ones that I was reading, that was the cutoff point for the year 2022. So then cutoff point for year 2023, they're also there, they are listed there. So I'll also post the link of this document down the description of this video, and you can go through and see if you qualify for this. So apart from that, just something that you also need to know, once you get an opportunity, you'll now start learning. For the 4 consecutive years, you'll be doing theory plus your practical. Apart from that, after finishing that, you need to have a completion letter. You need to graduate. Then after graduating, you also need to do the Nursing Council of Kenya exams. These are to test if you're competent enough. So after doing that, you need to pass. Then after you pass, now you go for an internship that is for 1 year. Then after doing your internship, now you upload your internship letter indicating that you've finished. Then after that, that's when you'll be licensed and you'll be given a certificate, and you'll now be free to practice as a nurse in Kenya. And those who want to go to other nations, so you can start doing the NCLEX and other things. I hope we've covered all your concerns. If there's any other, you can post down the comment section, then we'll try to answer them according to how best we can. Thank you for watching. Bye.